G'day, we're just going to have a quick run through of setting up a new center using the wizard process. So I'm just putting my username and password. I'm going to click enter. From here, the welcoming message of the wizard is obviously introducing itself, telling you what it's about. A couple links here to go have a look at the secure login area, as well as some contact information. There's some green question marks on each page, which helps you find information in our forum or help area relating to the page that you're on. Otherwise, the blue support tab over on the right here is more of a generic ask a question and hopefully find the page that you're looking for or submit a ticket. I also recommend that you use Chrome when you're using the system. It's just proven to be a bit more reliable than Internet Explorer. So what we're going to do now is just going to go get started. First thing I need to do is put in an email address. I'm just going to put in my normal email. I can change the password that I was given to something a bit harder. I can also then need to put in my name and a contact number. Now at the moment there's no logo here for my center profile, so this is where I go and find my logo. And I'll just bring in a trophy. Now as I press submit or next, up to step 2 of 5, we've now got the trophy up the top. By the way, the wizard that we're going through you can get to at any point in time again by going to setup and going to wizard. But since it's brought us in on this journey, we're just going to continue with it for now. So I'm just going to put in a username here. That one already exists. Okay, so I'll go and add 1, 2 on the end. Cool, so that's unique now. Password. Nick Fredrickson, that's me. Choose an access level. If I'm not sure what the access levels are, there's a link up here which will take you to the help form that describes them. But I know what I'm looking for at the moment, so I'm going a super user, which basically is the same as what I have now as far as access permissions. So I'll keep using with that one. I just go submit. Now down the bottom here we can see this profile here that I'm looking at. If I needed to add any more, then I just repeat this process. Otherwise we'll go from step 2 of 5 onto step 3 of 5. This is if I've got a Excel import process happening. Because I'm not using IMG, then this screen will appear. If I am using IMG, then you won't see this screen, but I'll just run through the Excel version. So you just click here to get a template. Here it's telling us if there's blue columns are compulsory and the yellow are optional. So I'm just going to go and open up my template that I just downloaded. Okay, so that's what I was talking about. These are my blue ones that are compulsory versus the yellow ones here are all optional. So just staying with the data that I've got, keep it simple. I'm just going to bring in this test data. I'm happy with that. So just close that out. Now in here, I'm just going to go and search for this template. Obviously you would have spent a little bit of time populating it with your members, but I'm just doing the quick and easy one for demonstration's sake. Press submit. It's now told me that there's a new member and a new family has come in and it's all been successful. Great. If I was going to do this using IMG, I'm just going to go back a screen. Just going to change a setting. Now that I've changed the setting, I'm just going to go back into this screen and it'll look a little different. So this is now set up if I was using an IMG for my member data and I actually want to just press a button and bring my members across from IMG into ResultsHQ. First part here is have a look through the mapping table. I can say yes or no if I want the IMG data to update ResultsHQ. With some of these there's a couple options depending on which column you're using within the IMG system. Once you've done whatever you need to, press save. Come down here, put your email address in, and then basically that will send me an email once it's finished the process. So I'm going to put my email in, press start, it's going to go off and start the process. Meanwhile, I'm going to get out of step 5. I'm going to come across here, sorry, step 3. This is now where I set up my first program. So program is an age, gender, event combination that I'm going to put in for a particular day. So at the moment, that's my IMG sync saying that it's just finished. Now, because there was no data in here, which I was expecting, it's told me that nothing's actually come in, but that's just the process itself that it's finished. What we're going to have a look at now, I'm going to put in a name, so call this first day of season. I'm going to call this program 1. The date of my first day is in a few weeks' time on a Friday night. If I had any other dates in the system, obviously I don't because it's the first time I've been in here, I could choose those dates, I could preview them, and I could use them as a template for a meet I'm trying to set up. But since I don't have anything, I have to set up my first meet, so I'm just going to use my sticky buttons. I've only got one athlete in here who's an under 10, hence I've only got under 10 in here at the moment. So turn on under 10, choose a combination of events that I want to use for my program 1. Leave this as heat. The only time that you'd ever want to use semi or final is if you've got a big championship sort of day where you are running progressions from heats to semis and or finals. Otherwise, just leave that as heat. Same goes for divisions. That's more if you're running, like school carnivals are a classic where they have divisional points within the same age gender event. So again, we haven't turned those on, so I don't need to. The last option here is, do I want to build this combination here and have it populated with all my members, or do I want to leave it empty so that I can nominate people later on? But for now, I've only got one athlete, and the normal process is that you have this leaved on as now, so I'll leave it as it is. From there, I'm just going to hit add event. That's now brought up the program that I have, which is here. Any of these I can go through. If I didn't want this 60 meter in here, I can easily come in and go delete, and it's going to say, are you sure? Yes. Are you sure? Are you sure? Yes, I am. Now the 60 meters gone from my list. Again, I can go and add in some more layers to my events. If I want to see it not in the matrix view but in the list view, then I can come into this screen. Otherwise, come back into the matrix screen, and I'm happy with the combinations. The last thing I would want to do is go on to the next, and this is where we're finished. We've gone through the process. Again, I could go back and find this wizard from the beginning if I needed to. Otherwise, I could go to the home page, I could go to recording forms, I could go add in some more members. I could also then go and set up some points. There's a few other videos here about what your family members will see when they log in, and also a bit of an overview of how to enter results is in here. Otherwise, I'm done. And now this is the settings area. I can come back to home, and we can see on my home page I've got my one member. So I can click on that member and go and see who they are. I've also got the event date that I put in. And in here it's got the 10 males and the events that they need to do. If I did want to put some results in, I could just click on an event. So I'll put in triple jump, go edit, put a triple in, so I'll put in 0335. The status has gone to OK. If I needed to make this a no jump, then I could. But generally, obviously, most results are all fine, so just leave them as OK. Go save changes. Because I don't have any center records in this profile, it's saying this is a new potential record. I can accept that record, or I can just accept the results and not include the record. But I'm going to make this a new record and accept the results. Up here now, I've got a new center record. That's the distance. Here's that same result here. I can go back to the rest of the events. I've got with results here, I've got without results here. I can filter on just an event up here if I like. So I'll go and do some 70s, enter some results. 001675, and again this is automatically switched over to status of OK. Press save. It's another record. No, I don't want it to be a record, just want the results. Center records is still empty, but I have a result in here and that's a PB. To do the recording forms, I can find that button here or up here in events. I can go to recording forms as well. When I get to choose the date, it will then load up the different age, gender events combinations that are available. Once that's loaded up, we can then go to the preview. We can go to the preview high jump if I had high jump turned on. And then also if I had lane draws set up, then I could go visit those. But for now, we'll just keep it simple, and I'm just going to choose just my track events, or come over here and just do this and use my control key. So I'll do all of those. The 10 male grouping, I'm happy to leave it just as it is. If I can add in some blank rows, I'll add in 8 blank rows, just a normal recording sheet. It's going to be age and then by PB. If I wanted to just print off blank recording sheets, then I could. Otherwise, I'm just going to go preview what this looks like now. So here's my my first lot of recording sheets. I've got 110 meter hurdles, got 200 meters, 70 meters, and that's all I had selected. And go print. Now I've got one page for each of these recording sheets. Print those off, people go and fill them out. We come back into the home page, click on the date, and start entering in the results. So that's a bit of a run through. I hope that gets you started and helps answer any questions. Remember, you can use the support tab on the right to ask any questions or search for topics. The green question mark on your page will also open up the information area to where the page that you're on. And if you want to give us any feedback, you can do that through this tab as well. But otherwise, that's it in a nutshell. Hope that was nice and straightforward for you to understand. And any questions, thoughts, theories, give us a call or an email and we can help sort you out. Have a good afternoon, and we'll look forward to hearing from you soon. Thank you.